We're through the bye weeks and into the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Offense up to the line fast. May on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He completes it in traffic. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To the air yet again, May. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's May. That one's taken in by the rookie out of USC. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready?
Going play action, May. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go now. Go.
May now from the gun. Metcalf's got it. Complete. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
And he missed it. It's no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tre'Davious White there on the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Another carry for him. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Christian Harris on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 48. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Lions the first. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Higgins makes the catch. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
First down. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tre'Davious White there on the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
We're a quarter of the way through on Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. They send a man in motion. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. This one goes for 3 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get the game's first points here in the second. Blake Grupe to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
Ready up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. The chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Let's go. Ready.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
On the ready.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's May. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down, Brock, from the 43.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Ready, set.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
19 Lions.
May now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Completed to his running back. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Able to find Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down throw for May. Hawkinson reels it in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Gets this to Fant. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Lions driving ahead. Second and 1. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Brought in inside the 20. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Groupie to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18, go!
On play action, here's May. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. May on 1st and 10. Hits him on the in route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. from the 42. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. To the air on first down. May. He brings it in. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. He has it on the QB sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. Drake made the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And he's got a man complete. But he's not going to reach the end zone, so they get 6, but not an extra 2 just before the break. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Back to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 13. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's got him. That's McBride. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Godwin sent in motion right. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
From the red zone now. Gets it to him on the screen. It's inside the 10. Is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's May to the air. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Going play action, May. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here we go, set.
Right up the gut. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. From the gun, it's May. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
To the air yet again, May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Mustang 19.
Operating from the gun, here's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronco. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the price for moving the chains that time. 1st down throw for May. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. So we're through 3 here. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Second and 3 now. May now from the gun. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Made a throw it. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Broken up by a big guy at the line. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Go.
Trying to throw for it with May. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 19 tight.
Here's a give up the middle. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Dropping back to throw. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Pass play coming here. Setting up the screen. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. So no return on that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's May. Setting up the running back screen. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
79 Broncos. Ready.
From the 29. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go, set.
May now. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they're left with 4th down here.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Okay, ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Set. Ready.
May throwing for it. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Quincy Williams has it. And the Lions get the football reception of this season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Give now to the running back. And he doesn't get much here. Just enough to get down inside the 40. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Here's an important ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Mickey kick is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Maverick, go! Go!
On play action, here's May. Trying for the deep ball. Oh, intended for Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions take possession of the football.
Well, that's now a 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Running this one left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing now off play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
action on the last play, and now it's third down. They're throwing it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, ready?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
7 Pirates, 7. Set. Ready.
To the air on 1st down, May. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Let's go.
May. Catches May down the right sideline. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, it's May. Into traffic, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
For the 2nd time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
So they take the field goal right there, Kate. That's the right play. I think you've got to make that decision, especially with no timeouts left. But now comes the critical kick. I think an onside kick is coming right here.
Oh, the Eagles are celebrating, and they did! They got that one back! Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go, set.
A handoff for Mixon, running right. And he's brought down for a loss. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Lions up by 8. Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, they're getting handed off. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.